episode on starting your English journey. Ava, before diving in, why do you think it's important for beginners to identify their motivation for learning English?
That's a great question, Alex. Clearly defining your motivation, whether it's for travel, work, or talking to friends, acts like a compass. It keeps you focused when learning feels tough. Studies show that learners with clear goals stick with language programs 50% longer.
It's almost like setting the destination before starting a road trip. How can beginners express these motivations in English, even with limited vocabulary?
Starting simple works well. Phrases like "I want to learn English" or "I am improving my English" set the tone. Repeating these out loud can boost confidence and reinforce your commitment.
Now that motivation is clear, let's talk about setting goals. What does an effective beginner goal look like, Ava?
Effective goals are specific and realistic. Instead of "I want to be fluent," try "I will learn 10 new words this week" or "I will listen to one English podcast." Small milestones create a sense of progress.
That makes sense. Like building blocks, right? You wouldn't try to build a house all at once.
Exactly. And tracking progress like ticking off vocabulary words can release dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, which keeps learners engaged.
With goals in place, vocabulary is next. Ava, what are some practical methods for beginners to build their word bank efficiently?
Start with high-frequency words like eat, go, or make. Use flashcards, mobile apps, or label objects at home. Applying new words in simple sentences, for example, "I eat breakfast," helps retention.
Would you recommend learning words thematically, like focusing on food or travel vocabulary first?
Absolutely. Thematic learning mirrors real-life needs. Research shows retention improves by 30% when vocabulary is contextually grouped, since it's easier to recall words used together.
Let's move to daily habits. How can learners naturally weave English into their routines even with a busy schedule?
Consistency trumps intensity. Spend just 10-15 minutes daily. Listen to an English song while cooking. Write a journal entry or describe your surroundings in English. It's like brushing your teeth. Small actions become automatic over time.
So, the goal isn't perfection, but regular exposure.
Exactly. Language acquisition is like muscle building. Short, frequent workouts yield better results than rare, intense ones. Even talking to yourself in English helps.
Memorizing vocabulary can be daunting. What memory techniques can make this easier for absolute beginners?
Use associations. Connect new words to images, sounds, or your native language. For instance, link dog to a picture of your pet. Repetition is key. Encounter a word at least 7 times in different contexts for it to stick, according to memory research.
Does speaking the word out loud or writing it help?
Definitely. Speaking and writing engage different parts of the brain, reinforcing learning. Try saying a new word, then writing it in a sentence, and finally using it in conversation.
Many beginners feel nervous about speaking. What are some ways to overcome this fear, especially if there's no one to practice with?
Start by speaking to yourself or recording your voice. Even narrating your daily actions in English helps. A 2022 study found that self-talk reduces language anxiety by 40%. Gradually, join online language groups or conversation clubs for live practice.
That's reassuring. Practicing out loud, even alone, is a powerful step.
Absolutely. Remember, making mistakes is part of learning. The more you speak, the more confident you become.
Let's discuss listening, a skill often overlooked by beginners. How can learners improve their listening comprehension from day one?
Start with slow, clear audio children's shows, beginner podcasts, or songs. Use subtitles to match spoken and written words. Repeating short clips and shadowing mimicking what you hear builds both listening and speaking skills.
Would you suggest focusing on understanding every word or getting the general idea first?
Focus on gist first. It's like watching a movie in another language. You often understand more than you think by context and tone. Details become clearer with practice.
Asking for help is crucial. What are some simple, effective ways a beginner can request clarification or assistance in English?
Phrases like "Can you say that again?" "I don't understand," or "How do I say this in English?" are invaluable. Practicing these out loud prepares you for real situations, whether in class or conversation.
Do you think cultural differences affect how comfortable people feel asking questions?
Certainly, In some cultures, asking questions may feel impolite, but in English-speaking contexts, it's often encouraged. Remember, teachers expect questions. It shows active engagement.
Staying motivated can be tough, especially when progress seems slow. How do you suggest learners maintain a positive mindset?
Celebrate small victories, like learning a new phrase or understanding a song lyric. Keep a journal of progress. Research in language psychology notes that learners who reflect on achievements are 60% more likely to continue.
That's encouraging. So, it's okay to have ups and downs as long as you keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Remind yourself, I am learning, I am improving. Even showing up each day is a win.
Let's wrap up by talking about progress review. How should beginners assess their learning and set new challenges?
Regularly review what you've learned and visit vocabulary, record yourself speaking, or try a mini speaking challenge. Set new, slightly harder goals, like holding a short conversation or watching a movie without subtitles.
So, learning English is a journey of many small steps, each building on the last.
Exactly. Each review session is a checkpoint. Celebrate how far you've come, then look forward to your next milestone.